Black Ops 7 had the smallest Call of Duty launch since World at War. Let that sink in for a second, my friends, and it's bleeding players as we speak. Steam charts, they drop below 30,000 concurrent players for all Call of Duty games, not just Black Ops 7. That is an all-time low. Now, according to Steam charts, there was a 20% drop in player base for Call of Duty between December 2025 and January of this year, but it's not just PC. It's also a console. COD is currently not in the top 5 most played on PlayStation in the United States. Warzone has never been this irrelevant in its entire lifespan, and hardly anybody is talking about it or playing it, except for us talking about it right now. People are looking towards the future, but the future, it actually looks pretty grim because, I mean, with the recent Modern Warfare 4 leaks and basically confirmations and a lot of intel that just came out about how Infinity Ward operates behind the scenes, it's not looking good, my friends. But today, we're going to cover it all. We're going to hold hands together. We're going to jump into the fire. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. I read every single comment on every single video, and I fully expect you to bring it with the comments on this video. Today, it's Modern Warfare leaks, rumors, speculation, everything we know. Doors everywhere. Basically, just Modern Warfare 2 2022 all over again. That's right. Leaks are claiming Infinity Ward thinks Modern Warfare 2 was a really great game, and it was judged way too harshly by you and I, so they're going to make Modern Warfare 4 like a successor to the gameplay ideas, a spiritual gameplay successor. Now, what does that mean? Well, I mean, it means lots of annoying tech, it means camping, it means doors, it means slow movement, super heavy visual recoil, clutter everywhere during gunfights, literally just Modern Warfare 2 2022 with some minor tweaks. Now, these are coming from Ghost of Hope, who did spill the beans on how Infinity Ward operates behind the scenes and how they've actually kind of sabotaged the other COD studios. I mean, it suggests that Activision gives IW a lot of control over the direction of the franchise, more than the other studios would have, because IW apparently has a lot of influence over Treyarch and Sledgehammer. Now, this is all alleged, it's apparent, it's not confirmed, but I mean, I've been reporting on and watching Ghost of Hope for years, so I feel pretty confident about what we're about to talk about. There's clearly a pyramid of COD developers, and IW is on the top. It all started when a tweet started going viral that was pointing out that Infinity Ward said a couple months ago they would be talking soon about Modern Warfare 4, but then they went radio silent. So Ghost of Hope quote tweeted this post and said the news is taking so long because IW had to pump the brakes really hard on the current direction of Modern Warfare 4 and actually take community feedback into account, presumably because Activision is now panicking over the low sales of Black Ops 7, and they know another Modern Warfare 2, that's going to kill the franchise even further. I mean, when do we get the final nail in the coffin? So allegedly, Infinity Ward is now frantically trying to rework Modern Warfare 4 into something more in line with what the community wants. Where have we heard this before? Why are we repeating all of these things so many times throughout Call of Duty history? Seriously. Now, this turned into a long thread where Hope spilled the beans on how Infinity Ward has been influencing other studios over the last few years. According to Ghost of Hope, Infinity Ward was furious about the reception of Modern Warfare 2. So there was mass meetings with upper management about all the changes that had to be made post-launch. He also claimed that apparently Infinity Ward was supposed to do a lot more of the work on Modern Warfare 3 2023, but they basically just tapped out of the process because they were pissed off about the criticism of Modern Warfare 2, which meant in comes Sledgehammer, pick up the slack like they've done all along, right? He also claimed there was supposed to be a sequel to DMZ that launched as part of Modern Warfare 3 2023, but due to all the bad attitudes following the Modern Warfare 2 criticism, Infinity Ward more or less just refused to finish DMZ 2.0, which that led to Treyarch having to come in and make MWZ as the third mode, right? Yeah, you heard me right here. There was going to be a sequel, allegedly, to DMZ launching as part of Modern Warfare 3, but Infinity Ward allegedly was so butthurt about the reception of Modern Warfare 2, they took their ball and they went home. And this is why MWZ felt like such an afterthought, because it was. It literally was just rushed through development to fill a space and hit a quota. Now, I have no idea why Activision is giving Infinity Ward permission to act like this and throw other studios under the bus if they are, but that's not the worst of it, my friends. It gets a little deeper and a little darker here. According to Hope, Treyarch was also planning on making Outbreak 2.0 for Black Ops 6. But because Treyarch was pulled into making MWZ at the last minute, they had to scrap Outbreak 2.0. This is why there are Outbreak 2.0 teasers in Black Ops Cold War, but they never actually turned into anything. Treyarch literally couldn't finish Outbreak 2.0 because they were too busy cleaning up Infinity Ward's mess, allegedly. And Infinity Ward's mess only existed because they were so angry about the reception of Modern Warfare 2, they didn't want to work on the game anymore either, allegedly. Notice how I put that in there. Got to cover myself here. Craziest part of all this, even after Infinity Ward sabotaged, allegedly, the other developers like this, then they started development on Modern Warfare 4 with doors, slow pacing, camping, all the worst parts of Modern Warfare 2 2022. It seems like they were so angry about the reception to the game, they just stopped working on post-launch support, but they're still convinced that they're smarter than the community. They're still convinced they know what we want best, if that makes any sense. That's why Modern Warfare 4 is probably just going to be Modern Warfare 2 again. I think they genuinely seem to think that if they keep throwing these things at the community will eventually like it, or the community will just get so tired of the BS that they'll just say whatever and just be pacified. And apparently it wasn't until after Black Ops 7's failure that Activision actually finally allegedly stepped in and demanded changes in direction Infinity Ward. So what do we take from this? Well, we know that there was a really good chance that Modern Warfare 4 was going to have all the bad things that we didn't want, right? Well, now, if look, at the end of the day, Infinity Ward, even if they're at the top of the Call of Duty hierarchy, they're not at the top of the Activision hierarchy. Okay, Activision's the top, tippy top. And if whoever's at the top of that tippy top pyramid says this is how it's going to go, all the developers have to listen. They don't have a choice. Activision's the publisher, right? They're the big brother, if you will. Whatever, they're the boss. So if they have gotten to a point where they are completely upset, scared, running because of Black Ops 7 and the total concurrent players on all Call of Duty games, and things are at an all-time low, they can make Infinity Ward change. Even if Infinity Ward doesn't want to change, they can make them do that. Now, does Activision have any clue, the pulse of the community, what we actually want? No. They're probably even more detached than Infinity Ward is. You would think the developers would stay attached to the community, to the pro scene, to the casuals, to everybody, but it doesn't seem that way. But Activision, no. No. Those are suits, for the most part. That is a company built to make its shareholders happy. But they obviously know something's wrong here. And they know that Infinity Ward has to fix it or avoid whatever has happened before. So we'll see. The sad thing for me is, even if Infinity Ward does a 180, and then they make Modern Warfare 4, and it ends up being okay, and they partially listen to the community, and there's no doors, and all that stuff, it's not because they want to. It's because they had to, which is still the problem, because they're still going to go work on another Call of Duty game for the future, and they still want to do what they want to do as opposed to actually listening to the community and making a quality game for everybody. And did I even mention at the beginning of this video, why in the freaking world, tarnation, everything, are we getting Modern Warfare 4? COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, let's reboot, Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, let's go for Modern Warfare 4, Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. Seriously. It's time to innovate. Step out on a ledge. Do like Sledgehammer did with Advanced Warfare. Whether you liked it or not, they at least took a chance and did something brand new, innovative. They pushed the dial. We're not pushing the dial anymore at all. Take me back to Infinite Warfare. Seriously. I'd rather go back to space. That's where I'm at. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you soon.